Nick speaking, and welcome to this video. Right, the battle report for you today, and we have a four-way game, playing just for fun as usual, but we have a mission that we made up. We've got 5 objectives, 1 in each corner, 1 in the middle, and they're numbered 1 to 5 underneath, and we're going to be scattering them at the end of each turn. I'm playing Necrons. I have my Monolith, 2 squads of Immortals and Illumina, and then I also have some Death Marks in reserve. We've got Blood Angels over here. They've deployed 2 Land Raiders with normal troops and what, Librarian? Yeah. And Librarian. We have Are you playing Ultramarines?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ultramarines over here in the corner, and over here we have Space Marines, an unbound Space Marine army. We've got Centurions, 2 squads of Terminators, and some sort of HQ Librarian. Okay, so that's it. We're doing random game turns, and we just drawed the dice out, and the Ultramarines over there are going first. Okay, so everyone's had their turn 1. So the Space Marines, they shot at the Land Raiders, did no damage, and then it was Blood Angels. No, then it was my turn. I moved up here and I teleported these through here, shot that Land Raider, got 1 whole point, and then they shot back at me, shot my Immortals, did nothing. And then it was the Space Marines' turn over here. The Terminators moved forward, and the Centurions killed 2 Immortals, 3 but 1 got back up, and took a whole point off that Raider again. Okay, so that's the end of turn 1. We're going to start scattering these objectives and then move on to turn 2. Right, so just all had our turn 2. Forgot to mention previously that objective was upturned. That was a 2. And that one over there was upturned, that's a 1. In terms of scattering, that scattered a little bit, and all 4 other objectives didn't scatter. Right, so then it was Blood Angels turn 1. They proceeded to shoot out my whole unit of Immortals, so they were wiped out. And then it was the Space Marines turn. The Terminators all charged up towards me. Centurions started shooting up over here, whole point gone off there. And then it was my turn. I moved the Monolith up, used the Portal of Exile, killed a couple of Marines there, used the blast thing, and I took another whole point of that, just 1 whole point left. That is immobilised as well, by the way. And then my Death Marks came down. I Death Marked the Centurions, killed the Librarian and 2 Centurions, just 1 Centurion left with 1 wound. And then these Immortals here, these have got Ballistic Skill 5 because of Illumina, and they managed to shoot out 3 Terminators that were standing there. No one ran. And then over here these Ultramarines basically just moved forward. They weren't able to shoot anything. And that's it. So we're going to scatter the objectives now, and then we're going to move on to turn 3. Okay, so it's turn 3 for all of us. Space Marines went first. The Centurion took out 4 of my Death Marks, and then they tried to assault me with both units. This unit got in. I killed 1 in Overwatch, so just 1 guy left, and he's killed 2 Immortals. And then it was the Ultramarines go. They moved up here, tried to shoot my Death Marks, but didn't kill anything. And then it was Blood Angels go. Tried to take my Monolith out, but failed to do that. And then tried to shoot the Dread out. That's immobilised, yep. And then it was my go. I moved the Monolith up over here. I teleported through the Death Marks. I've got 5 left. Tried to take Centurion out, didn't. I shot everything, basically I did no damage. And then over here we carried on the assault. And that was it, we just locked in combat. So we're going to scatter the objectives. This one has been turned over because it scattered up onto here the last turn, and that's a 4-point objective. Okay, so turn 4 coming up. Okay, so that was turn 4. We've upturned all the objectives now, so there's a 4-point one here, 1 point there, 5 there, 3 there, and 2 over there. Blood Angels went first. They got a last cannon through on my Monolith and managed to get a 6, so that was exploded. And then it was my turn. I got the Death Marks that were there, shot those Terminators, didn't do anything. The assault continues here. I'm losing one Immortal at a time, and I can't kill this Terminator. Then it was the Ultramarines go. They're basically coming up to this 5-point objective with both the Assault Marines and those troops. And then it was the Space Marines go. They moved back onto the 4-point objective and shot out my Death Marks. And that's it. So now we're moving on to turn 5. We're going to scatter the objectives again. and I'll be back with more. Okay, so that was turn 5 there. Right, so I went first and managed to kill that last Terminator off, consolidated. And then it was Ultramarines go, and these Assault Marines came up, tried to assault the Land Raider, didn't do any damage, and that troops unit went over there with the Librarian onto that 5-point objective. It was then Space Marines' turn. They tried to shoot out my Immortals, but they missed. And then Blood Angels came up here. They've got their scoring Land Raider on that 3-point objective. The guys here, the Goss out, and they're contesting that one. So as it stands, this is contested. 1 point there for Ultramarines, 3 points there for Blood Angels, and 4 points there for Space Marines. I've got nothing. Okay, so let's see if the game goes on. A 3, game goes on. First of all, the Ultramarines went. They went over here. They managed to wipe out those Blood Angels, so that's their 5-point objective. And then it was Blood Angels go. They used a little tactic I mentioned earlier, which was to drop these guys off on the 3 points, and then move over here, tank shot the Terminators onto that 3-point objective there. So that's 7 points there for Blood Angels. It was then my go. I moved up here, shot the Terminators, killed one of those because they were running. Then Terminators, they consolidated, went onto this objective. So yeah, 7 points at the moment to the Blood Angels, and let's see if the game goes on. A 5, yep, game goes on. Okay, so that was turn 7, end of game. The Ultramarines managed to take out the Land Raider that was there. The 3-point objective behind the building is the Blood Angels one. Trying to hold on to that 4-point objective. But I came up here, obviously I couldn't let the Blood Angels win, so I rapid fired and took out the Land Raider. And then the Space Marines decided to assault me here. We just locked into assault. So it ended with 3 points for the Blood Angels and 6 points for the Ultramarines. Really fun game, and thanks for watching.